GM. Yeah, maybe there will be a setup here. Oh shit, I have to mute myself. Okay. GM QLM. Taup. Yeah, it's actually high tide flag. Not bad. Pretty good. Good morning, everyone. Tiger. Yeah, I don't see it. It had a potential bounce setup yesterday, but right now I don't see it. All right, what do we have here? There are some pretty decent looking setups. Some of the airlines and cruise lines looking pretty damn good, among others. Uber also looks pretty decent. All right, let's see. ICE is gapping down. I'm gonna hold this ICE until Friday, see if we can get back to sub 10 or sub 8 even. Looks like my crypto buys from yesterday are doing really good. I also bought the plug midday when it broke out of this little mini flag on the 60. GME, I'm selling everything pre-market. I'm gonna start watching this as a short now. This was a two really good trades. First time when I bought it here when it broke this 47 range, and then when I bought it here 130 or so, I chased it a little bit. Two perfect trades. Now it's on short watch. And Can, I sold some pre-market. This was, wow, this thing went up almost 50% from entry yesterday. Not bad. thinking AMC could also be a short. If GME craters, AMC will crater too. Wait, GM is easy to borrow? Interesting. And AMC is impossible to borrow. Okay. What about in this account? I can actually short it in my IB account, but I don't have the margin for it. AMC earnings tonight. GME is not restricted at center point. It's easy to borrow. For me. Yeah, Penn is a decent setup. Decent looking setup. It is. Held up well. Oh, DraftKings is gapping up. Oh, they never make it easy. Did I cover some can? I don't ever remember being short can in the first place, so no, I did not cover some can. You bet it's Nocco time. We'll see. I think the problem is now we are running into these declining moving averages, like ARK on QQQs. So we'll see. Right now the bounce is pretty strong, but we'll see if the bounce fails or if it goes sideways and then keep going higher. That's where most of the setups will come. I've done some of these plays, like I did plug. This is really my only bounce play. And then I have these cryptos, but other than that, I don't have the like conviction yet to go heavy on the long side. I think a lot of the stocks need a. There are some setups, nothing 5-star, but there are some decent ones. And this Tesla dude, it's running into this declining 20-day. We'll see how it acts here. But man, this thing was up a lot yesterday. Tesla was up 20% yesterday. Not bad. Yeah, Spice and Russell are very, very strong. Small caps and S&P 500 they're strong. HMHC. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a bit choppy, but I guess it's okay. Well, can wasn't tight enough, but it was showing extreme relative strength, and that's what made it a 5-star setup, even though the chart itself wasn't 5-star. It's the same thing when I bought SI and MSTR like 2 months ago. The market was a bit weak, but these things, Bitcoin itself, or Bitcoin showed weakness, but these crypto names like SI and MSTR built high tight flags, and then it broke out and went straight up. Both of them doubled in a short amount of time. more than doubled even. I think this can would also more than double. When you have a, when a stock is showing relative strength, like incredible relative strength, like especially like the stock that's up like 1,000% plus in a few months, and it's not going down when the market goes down, it's trying to tell you something. Your job is to listen. Because something that's up 1,000%, it's not random. It's not a random stock, it's a leading momentum stock. DDD, I don't know. I'm not really excited about this one. Yeah, I know FLGT is a monster, but is this base good enough? Not sure. I prefer longer bases for these types of trades. Tilray, right now I don't see a setup here. They need to base. Alright, I may buy some things. There are some things I really like. Haven't decided which ones yet though. And GME for a short watch. I wanted AMC too, but I can't short it apparently. Meanwhile, GME is easy to borrow. It's an ups and down. It's an upside down world right now. APH, APH and Tilray. Yeah, trade the one that's more liquid or has a higher ADR. So a lot of these stocks are running into the declining moving averages. The key is to see how they hold there. And Tesla, look at this magic yellow line where it just got rejected. What a coincidence. Yeah, the Illuminatis. It's the Illuminatis' fault. Just as the magic yellow line acted as support on the way up, now it's acting as resistance on the way down. Funny how it works. Penn is also a superstar stock. Palantir is so-so. I think it needs more time. I would like to see the 20-day come down at least. A lot of things are starting to fade now. Except for Penn. Penn is a beast. It's going straight up. Kodak. No one is ever gonna convince me to buy Kodak. Do you know why? Because it looks like shit. I'd rather take my hand... I'd rather go outside, take my hand and put it in a pile of dog shit than buy Kodak here. If you touch a bunch of shit, you're gonna get shit on your hands. I'd rather wait for a good setup. Setups are gonna make you money, not some guys on Twitter. Trust me on that one. But guys on Twitter, can you help you give a conviction on a trade if there is a good setup? But just because someone talks about the stock on Twitter doesn't make the stock go up. It doesn't mean it's a buy. CCIV is, I think it needs more time. I would like this thing to maybe go sideways a few more days. It's right on the 50-day now, just below the 50-day, and also just below the 10-day. But I think it could bounce if it bounces, but I don't know. Palantir. I mean, these setups are tricky. I don't know. And if it's a maybe, it's a no. If it doesn't scream in your face, it's a no. Yeah, it could bounce if it bounces. Guys, I'm gonna start a paid chat room. You're gonna get a bunch of wisdom that you're getting now for free, but you're gonna pay for it. For example, if it gonna bounce, it will bounce. It could bounce if it bounces, I mean. What do you think about 200 bucks per month? It's endless wisdom. You won't get this information anywhere else. 500 bucks is better. 200 bucks per week. Oh yeah. I'm probably underselling myself here. CCIV. Man, it is intriguing. No, I'm gonna personally bounce. I'm gonna personally pass on it, but it could go. It could go. It's that type of stock. It could really go big. Damn it, DraftKings is going. The whole sector is strong again. Man, some of these fuel cell names are really having big bounces now. Fuel cell also, F cell, BLDP. Oh, BLDP is weak. Okay. Oh, my dear beloved Koss is back also. Too bad it's too thin. It's so thin. What time frame do I look at the opening range? Usually 1 and 5 minutes. SB. Yeah, good setup. Someone mentioned SBLK too. Yeah, also a good setup. Yeah, the shippers are having good setups. Absolutely. That is true. DSX. Yeah, it's a decent one too. When you see a whole sector acting like, you know, like this, it's usually a good sign. When a whole sector looks very good. Let's see if Tesla can reclaim the 20. Maybe I should cover some eyes. Take the liquidity while the liquidity is there. Yeah, that's the problem with FLGT. It's a small range. It's very wide and loose. Not really a good setup. I'm gonna lower my stop on ICE too. Again, I'm gonna try to hold it, most of it until Friday. The 10-day, I mean, even from here, the 10-day is still 55% lower almost. So it has some potential. RKT, yeah, hopefully goes sideways a few more days. This Fisker is interesting too, man. What? Oh, what the hell happened? Leasy? I don't see anything here. Was TDC good yesterday? Yeah, it was. TDC was a good setup yesterday. Yep, very good. Big momentum stock, orderly pullback, and showed relative strength during the sell-off. Broke out of a tight range. Yep, was a very good setup yesterday. Damn it, maybe I should have bought Penn. I'm having some regrets now. RKT about to go. Yeah, but I don't see a range in RKT. It's inside of a range. TS Trades tweet of the day. Yeah, I love his spirit. No, it's a guy on Twitter. I retweeted. You took a 50% loss to your trading account? How? How could you lose 50%? What stocks were you in and what were you long, were you short? DM me, DM me. I'll help you out. That shouldn't happen, ever. That's a lot of heart. You mean Hearts of Iron 4? Are you suggesting I'm gonna play Hearts of Iron 4 now? That's a good idea. Guys, do you know how many DLCs there are for Hearts of Iron 4? I will never be able to retire. There's so many. All the money I'm putting on cat food and Hearts of Iron DLCs. Play RuneScape. I played RuneScape in the year 2000 when I was 12 years old. And it's still a thing. It's amazing. It still exists. Back then there were 3 servers. And when there was like 1,000 people on one server, then the server was full and it was kind of slow. Good times. Now there's like enormous amounts of people who play it. Who would have thought? When you move something from 1 to CC mode, that... Yeah, exactly. When I move them to these watch lists, these are all the notable breakouts and episodic pivots. Or notable breakdowns also. Or it's just some, stuff I want to keep an eye on for later. And then a month later I delete those watch lists. That's how you build pattern recognition. You put everything you think looks... many of these I will remove later during the day, but everything that looks remotely good, you put them in a watch list for later review. That's how you get better. Time to short GME. I re-shorted the starter. I took a small, or 2 small losses earlier on starters. I was a little bit too eager, but now we'll see. It's still above VWAP, so don't touch it here. I'm just a trigger happy trader. It's a small starter, 3rd size. Or not even that, it's like 5th size. Oh yeah, I need to upload. I'm gonna do it now. I'll upload yesterday's stream. Alright. Should appear on YouTube in an hour maybe, or 30 minutes, I'm not sure. What's your feeling on market sentiment? I don't know. I have no feeling on market sentiment right now. Not sure. Ah! GME. This is why you'd never short. This is why you don't short above VWAP most of the time. Look, we're just a range-bound market. It's hard to get a picture of anything right now. I have no idea. There are some, I mean, there are some setups, and there are a lot of things that could look really good if they just get a little bit more time. Right now, I just don't have much of an opinion. I'm just trying to take one day at a time. If I like GM, no. It had a good setup down here and here. But no, I don't like it. What's Ford doing? Ford, it's yeah, no setups. Yeah. Imagine if the stock hadn't been lower after hours on the day of the breakout, and I had full size on this whole move up. Imagine that. God damn it. They ruined my trade. I would have made twice as much money on it. Yeah, SPG looks pretty decent. Not, yeah. Yeah, they. B8 tight flag. I wouldn't say this is a tight flag. It's wide and loose. I don't see any tightness here. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, a lot of stocks are acting so. Some are strong, some are weak. This is why these types of markets are very tough to trade, unless you're a very short-term trader. You gotta be more aggressive in taking profits. It's not a go-go market anymore like we had most of last year and start of this year. It's not easy money anymore. You gotta work for it. Well, you can still swing trade in this market. We've gotten some big moves. Look something like Tesla. 20% since opening range highs yesterday, or almost 20%. But you gotta be more aggressive selling. That's the thing. You can't, expect stocks to go straight up. Well, some of them will, but fewer. Yeah, EMC and GME. Unfortunately, I've given back like a third of my long profits, trying to find the top on it. My bad. That's what happens when you short above the VWAP. I should know better, but sometimes, what can I say? But ideally, it holds up today and goes even higher tomorrow. It's gonna be an enormous short opportunity. Just a matter of time. What's going on with Fisker? It's breaking out of a flag. It showed relative strength during the whole correction, and now it's breaking out. Look at the higher lows it built, while the other momentum stocks were in a correction. Why shorting above VWAP is bad? Generally, it's bad because for a stock to get below, for a momentum stock to start going down, it has to show weakness, and it has to show some persistent weakness. And usually when it's above VWAP, it hasn't shown some persistent weakness yet. You know what, I'm gonna move my stop higher on some of these, like this plug, a little bit higher. This GMBL, this one is still holding up really well. It's building a high tide flag pretty much. Just need to tighten up a little bit. GME will be a casino. Why go into it? Are you kidding me? It's kind of funny. Every time I trade GME, I get people who don't understand the concept of setups. Like some people called me crazy for shorting GME in the 400s, and then I was crazy buying it at 50 or 49 bucks, and then again I was crazy for shorting it here in the 170s. I mean. And oddly enough, a quarter of my lifetime profits has come from GME over the past 2 months. Funny how that works. It's not a casino if you understand your odds. It's only a casino if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, exactly. GME will be a 5-star short setup. You have to wait for the weakness first. I was trying to, I was too aggressive on it. I didn't wait for my spot. So I took 3 losses on starters so far. And I shouldn't have, and 2 of those trades I shouldn't even have done. They were just dumb, but that's my own fault. Most traders think the stock market is a casino. Yeah, because they are acting like it's a casino, and the results will reflect on that. If you trade without an edge, well, guess what? But if you know your setups, suddenly things won't be a casino anymore. Suddenly you're the house. Well, most of the time. Yeah, Russell is super strong, but still, Russell is breaking up, but there's not a lot of setups. That's the thing. There are some things that are, like I bought this Uber. I wish I had bought the pen. I wish I'd bought this one too. But yeah, Russell looks good. Breaking out of a flag, hitting almost all-time highs here. Very strong, but almost no setups. Very few. Nari is potential. Yeah, the volume is so, but it has very explosive growth. Very explosive. One of the fastest growing stocks right now. Over 1,000% EPS growth, 144% revenue growth. Yeah, these things can be good. I would have liked more volume, but yeah, it's gonna be it's probably gonna be a couple of million volume, maybe over 1 million plus. But again, yeah, the best EPs have a lot of volume. The best ones, they trade the average daily volume in the first few minutes, in the first say 5-10 minutes. This thing it's already what, 50 minutes after the open, and it's barely at average daily volume. So it's not, it could work, but it's not an ideal one. I'm gonna show you some good ones. Snapchat, a couple of months ago. Look at this one. This thing traded the average daily volume after like You know, pretty fast out of the gate. Another one, Pinterest. Well, this one here, this was already, you know, the second or third one. But here, when it came out of this long base, look at this thing. This is what you want to see. This thing also traded its average daily volume pretty quickly after the open, the first 5, 10, 15 minutes. Those are the good ones, when you get this outlier volume. Volume is key. And also this Meili that I traded last year. And sold way too early. Can you set the alarm somehow? I mean, look, if you have the brains, you can do anything. I don't have the brains, so I do it manually. Roblox, I never look at IPOs day one, no. Because they don't have any, you know, they don't. I can't, like, it's like trading blind. I need something to trade against. I need a range. I need momentum. I need relative strength. Something like an IPO on day one. Like, I have no idea. I could as well go to the casino. I don't have a setup for IPOs, but I know some people have setups for IPOs, but I don't. I do have setups for recent IPOs. But I usually need at least a few weeks of trading to be able to make a decision. ADR is no representation of relative strength. It's just a representation of volatility in percent. Hooyah! Hooyah booyah! Nothing special. I don't see anything here. This YY had a... No, not YY. IQ had a good setup yesterday. I passed on it though. I'm gonna give you a pro tip. Like big, like good EPs, they don't come around often. You don't need some fancy alarms that alert you. You can just put them on a screen and watch them manually. Boom, problem solved. Who would have thought? Oh, that's smart. Oh, SAMP 2020. That's fucking genius. Wait. Wait, you can actually do this. Like, let's say, like the 60-minute. Like, let's say, wait. That's actually, let's take a random stock. Let's take something like, wait, no, something random. Okay, so UAL. Okay, so UAL. This is not good. No, let's take something else. Let's take I don't know, some growth stock. Laser, something with a good short. What was the triple-digit grower yesterday? No, okay. Let's take Nari. Okay, this is the current one. So let's say you're watching. You know, you have it's in the middle of earnings season. You have 3-4 candidates, so for potential EPs that are gapping up, big earnings, revenue, and big they beat the analyst estimates by a wide margin. Not that that matters as much. So what you can do, you can actually set an alert, draw a trend line in TC2000, set an alert at the average daily volume or whatever volume level you want. You actually set an alert. So right now it's just under 400,000. Let's set an alert here. Once it crosses, you're gonna get an alert. That's one way to do it. That's actually genius. I never ever thought about it. You can actually set the alerts down here too. You can just draw a little trend line and set an alert there. Pretty smart. Yeah, FLGT was the one I was trying to remember. Yeah, everything is as simple or complex as you want it to be. I prefer to keep things simple. I love TC2000. It's a really good platform. It really is. I only use maybe 20% of the functionality. There's many things you can do here. A bunch of formulas and scans, and you can do all these advanced scanning things. I keep it very simple. Yeah, TC2000 is very good. And the best thing is it's almost never has any issues. Very rarely do you get issues with it. How I copy and paste X to your chart? I don't know what X is. You can set an alert when you're gonna spill your knock and stop it happening. Yeah, I wish. A lot of things are starting to fade again. Yeah, very treacherous market. Very treacherous market. This is what's dangerous about these types of market. It lures you in. It's gonna show you some strength, some good setups. Makes you buy these setups, and once you're in, it slams everything down. It's almost as I've experienced this about 50 times before in my trading career. I wonder why I'm not aggressively buying a bunch of stuff left and right. Or at least, nothing crazy. Yeah, everyone learns the hard way. You will only learn by pain. That's the only way you learn. You can't learn patience and not trading good setups in a not optimal market. You can't learn it from a book. You have to experience it. You had a 90% drawdown in 2 weeks. Holy fucking shit. Well, every market is a stock picker's market. Should we have a loss porn channel on the Discord? And what's the opposite? What's the opposite of loss porn? Gain porn? No, no. More porn? Okay. No other channels and education setups? Yeah. Wick measuring content. Yeah. The ones who create the biggest wicks are gonna win. Let's see who. Yeah, we can have a measure who has the biggest slippage. Let's measure that. Slippage porn. Yeah, what you can do is look at where the setups occur. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you from my Evernote. For example, let's see here. For example, I did a study of parabolic shorts. I went through from pretty much late 90s until 2017, and I'm probably gonna update it. I just marked all the good ones, the good liquid ones, I marked on the NASDAQ with an arrow. And you should do this on every setup. You will see when do these types of setups occur. In uptrending markets, downtrending markets, sideways markets. Why did my... Oh, no. TC2000 is bad at switching from one window to another. You have to kind of click 5 times to activate the right window. That's why I spam click sometimes. Because if another window is activated, I put in a ticker, it's gonna go to the other window. And that will teach you confidence. If you know that your setup only occurs in uptrends, well, you will learn you will realize, why should I trade an downtrending or a sideways market if my setups occur in uptrending markets? That's how you gain confidence. You're not gonna learn it from a book. That's how you learn patience. My stop on plug. What's my stop on plug? It's way lower. Can you have access to the Evernote? For the 50th time, no. You have to do the work yourself, otherwise you will never learn. Everyone needs to spend at least a few hundred hours building their own setup database. That's how you learn. Not by passively looking at someone else's work. That's not how you learn. You have to put in the work. CompQX, it's the Nasdaq Composite. That's all the Nasdaq stocks. QQQ is the ETF of the Nasdaq 100, the 100 biggest stocks on the Nasdaq, and TQQ is the triple leveraged of the QQQ ETF. I mean, look, you can record whatever metric you want. You will realize which ones are useless and which ones are important. The more things you look at and test out, the better. You will quickly realize which ones are relevant and which ones are not. Does Centerpoint still allow me 4-to-1 intraday margin? I think so. Sure. Absolutely. It's pretty insane numbers. I would probably have a heart attack if I used my 4-to-1 intraday margin. The numbers are getting pretty big. Yeah, I'm gonna create the biggest wick ever seen. It's gonna be beautiful. Yeah, back then they were using heavy margin. That's why Jesse Livermore blew up 4 times. He had 4 boom bust cycles because he was using heavy margin. And he also had some psychological problems which made him break his own rules. That's also part of it why he blew up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be Wick Man. Yeah, the Jesse Livermore story is such an amazing story. With a sad ending. There's so many lessons. Let's see, GME is now building some lower highs and it retested the VWAP. Maybe it loses the VWAP later. He had 100 brokers, not sure about that. Maybe over his lifetime, yeah. I don't know how many brokers there were back then. You're gonna get to the washing room? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be quiet while you're gone. Don't worry, I'm not gonna say anything. Reminiscences is by far the best trading book, and it's not even close. It's like 80-year-old book. It's the best trading book. You want to know a single rule for fast trading success? Yes. Buy here and sell there. That's it. That's all you need. I know, I'm gonna start a paid service. $2.99 per week. Christmas sale? There is no Christmas sale. The price doubles during Christmas because why not? Should I go full retard on GME? Probably not, right? I was gonna add, but I'll wait a little bit. I'm in half size so far. When it started building lower highs, but yeah, I'll wait a bit more before I add more. Why did this alert just trigger? Oh, yeah, it's the volume alert. Yeah, it worked. I never thought about it, but yeah, you can do it. That's one way. But still a pretty unnecessary way, because you're not gonna get many good EP candidates. At most, you're probably gonna get 2-3 per day, or you know, when it's a good market, and you know, in the middle of the earnings season, or maybe more. But you know, it's not too hard to track 2, 3, 4 stocks out of the gate and just look at them manually. You have to do it anyways if you're gonna trade them. So I don't see a point to have any automated alert for volume. It just makes no sense. Be right back. Two to three per day is great. No, 2 to 3 on some days during the middle of the earnings season, or you know, when there's like a lot of companies reporting. Some days there are like 500 companies reporting. Oh, looks like Fisker is close stopping me out. Many of these crypto names are fading too. So GME looks like it held VWAP this time. And if it fails the next time, I'll go full retard on it. Maybe. Nah, I won't go full retard on it. Depends on how tight the range it will be. How you know when the earnings report is? You can check it out on, for example, Finviz. It doesn't matter. Sell whatever you want. Just have rules for when you are gonna sell. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you sell at the open, at the close. Doesn't matter. Just find something that works for you. Alright, boring. I'm gonna play some Hearts of Iron 4 and get some other stuff done. Thanks for joining, good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow.